Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. So we're going to be reading from this deck right here. Now I know people are going to ask me about it, and this is an awesome artist that I followed for many years, Annie Stagg Gerard, and I didn't even know that she had an oracle deck until this just popped up at me on my Etsy. So definitely check her out. She's on Etsy, and it's called the Sacred Wood Oracle. Okay, and any deck that I use I'm going to have listed in the description box. So let's see. Got some wax on my crystal ball. That can't, oh, well, let me leave it. Maybe it's supposed to be there. Okay. Okay. Taking a step aside. And allowing spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. There's something about mirrors and portals. There's something about portals. Something, for some of you, like something about the reflection as a portal. Okay, I have the dolphin, balance, work, and play. The griffin, ask for help. Oh God. Okay, I'm getting a very specific, strange message here. Hold on. It's almost like I'm feeling like somebody is taking themselves in like an astral way, stepping through a particular portal that they open, whether it's like literally I'm ripping open a portal with my energy, or like through prayer, through meditation, through acts of ritual. And I'm basically asking for extra help because there's some sort of energy I'm needing to bring into my life that's being symbolized by this balance, work, and play. I'm really thinking of the dolphin in terms of that like echolocation. Right? There's something about trying to find things, like trying to find something that sticks or trying to find something that answers. So some of you may even be doing some sort of like spirit evocations or spirit work, trying to find something that wants to work with you. Others of you, this may even be like trying to find a particular ancestor to receive information or at least acknowledgement that that ancestor is with you. Okay, so there's something about the other side, trying to tap into the other side and trying to receive a communication, and also trying to locate something. Okay. Where are we going? What deck are we using for this? Really? Okay, we're going back to the Halloween deck. It's like spooky season in winter over here. All right. I dig it. I like it. Now notice that this was balance, and then what comes up is justice, right? So we have that theme of balance. And when I have the tower, remember that the tower in its more mystical sense, not so much its alchemical sense, but in its mystical sense, it's really representing that lightning bolt that creates by destroying. So it's creation from destruction. There may be something here that somebody is trying to force their energy into in order to create something. You may be noticing inside your 3D as you're doing that certain things are being destroyed, right? So certain frequencies can't remain inside your life if you're trying to pull this frequency through from the other side. Others of you, you may be noticing that this is something is coming down, some sort of belief or rigid system is toppling down, maybe even having had an experience recently doing this work where a certain level of humility had to be adopted. Okay. And then we have the Four of Cups. Bring cookies. If you're somebody that's trying to entice like a spirit to work with you, it's almost like bring cookies, bring gifts, bring treats. For some of you, this is it may be like switched. It may be that you feel that something is stepping through almost to get your attention and to get your help in something. So rather than coming through as an energy that is trying to support you in your own path, which is oftentimes what people experience when they have, for example, the greater archetype step forward, it seems that somebody may have attracted an actual spirit that's trying to receive help in some way. This is something that is coming in from places that we aren't expecting. Traditional Rider-Waite, Pamela Coleman Smith, it's a hand poking through the ethers, holding a cup. There may even be something going on here where there's this partnership between yourself and spirit, or yourself and deity, something from this other side, that now that this partnership has been engaged, there's been certain structures that are being removed. Certain things are being revealed, particularly about people or situations within your life, quite possibly even a home situation here with the Tower showing up with that house. Let's see, there's also very fast inspiration that's taking place, and this inspiration, it seems like it's going to be more of a spiritual nature, though it doesn't have to be. There's something mythic happening here. It's like on a mythic level. Okay. And then we have the Three of Swords. So either you or the particular being that you are working with, there may be some heart-related matters that are coming in. The lightning bolt on this Three of Bats is really making me think of the lightning bolt over on the Tower. So these structures that are coming down probably have to do with things that we've held close to our hearts, and things that maybe matter to us that now we may be realizing they really shouldn't, right? So it's like where we start to have a higher perspective because we're tapping into a greater energy. Here what we have is we have the Six of Wands, and so there is some concern here about being successful, either in the endeavor, in some sort of endeavor. I'm not even going to try to, okay, yeah, I will, because the imps are riding on this horse, and this horse has this more purple in real life, not necessarily in the screen. It's a little bit more purple in real life, on this like purple, what do they put on horses? I don't know. I'm going to say a horse tunic, because I like how that sounds. So this horse tunic, this horse is Banky. Purple is that very humanitarian spiritual color, right? And it can also be a psychic color. According to some traditions, it can also be rather dark. It can be more for dark work. I will put it that way. And so there's something here about being successful in some manner of work that we're trying to accomplish here. And that seems to be why we're getting help from this other side or from this spirit, whether it's one that you initiated or they initiated from you. It all centers around this heart space. All the readings the last few weeks have said that. They've all said that. So there's, you know, and I know that Venus was like doing all the stuff recently with Mars, right? So it's not really any wonder to me that this would be showing up in the collective, that a lot of heart-related matters are coming up at this time, clearing things out, releasing repressed emotions, releasing suppressed emotions, allowing things to flow clearer through the heart space before we enter that Aries season. For some reason, that Aries season really feels like that's where all of this is heading and where it's all targeting, because there's like this click over, this changeover in the energy where there's like this chaotic sea down here, and all of a sudden it's moving to this calmer plateau. But the calm plateau isn't necessarily calm in a very peaceful way. There's some other things happening over there. So but that's kind of where this is leading for somebody, is it's like the final purging out and the final clearing and setting things in order, gaining the allies and the partnerships and the relationships both here and there that we need to have in order to face whatever it is that this energy shift is that is coming to really the world. And I feel that there is a lot going on here inside of this Tower energy for me as I'm reading all of this. The Tower is huge, right? If we just go into the Tower, what we're really looking at the Tower is an Athenor, and it's where kind of the work seems like it goes awry. It's just a lot of heat. It's too much heat. And if you don't know what an Athenor is, it's basically, I'm not going to take the time up in this reading. Google it. It's part of a very important part of the process. Is actually where the processes happen inside of alchemy. The heating, the cooling, all of that stuff. So definitely check that out. You see two of them in the moon card, for example, being symbolized by the towers. And that's really what the Tower represents. Here, it's overheating. And so the things that we thought we were doing, we're realizing can't come with us, or they can't be paths that we walk. The people that we thought we were going to spend forever with, we're realizing their story is ending in our lives. The things that we kind of rested our laurels on, we're realizing that's not all that we were meant to be. When the Tower comes in, it really brings a radical change. And it's not that this Tower in this context has to be something extremely difficult, like a divorce or getting fired or the breakup that you are completely devastated by. It doesn't necessarily have to be something like that. I'm actually feeling that for most people, this is very internal, because remember, it's coming in with the help of some sort of spirit that we've contacted or that has contacted us. So this can definitely be something for along the since it's sitting next to the card of Libra, it can definitely be within our ideologies. It can be things that we think, right? The things that we thought about the spiritual world may all of a sudden be tumbling down. The things that we thought about ourselves and how we relate to that world may be crumbling. It's for some of you, this is actually going to be a very gentle process. And the reason why I'm saying it's a gentle process is because I'm actually being drawn to the water that's at the top of this particular card rather than the Hebrew letter Yud. And so with this water, this is very soft. This is flowing. It's almost like it's happening in this natural flow. And that must be why I was drawn to these cards, because these are very soft cards. There is something here that we're tapping into that is so big and so vast. It's really facilitating this kind of smooth transition in the energies inside of our life. A lot of times when we have this, and this is happening inside of our mental space or inside of our emotional space or our belief structures, this can be really jarring for a lot of people. But whoever this message is for, this is not, I don't really feel that that's the case. This is something that's happening naturally. It feels natural. But the ideas that we have as we approach this time in Aries season, if you're watching this when I post it, are going to be dramatically different than the ideas that we had maybe last Scorpio season, right? So last November. And let's see what else is happening here. It's almost like something has begun. Something has already begun, but this beginning is not the true beginning. This beginning is only like a hint or a shadow of what is actually going to take place. So I feel that this is, again, this feels kind of adventure-like, you know, like the word mythic just keeps coming up to me. It feels very, very mythic. Very curious, very curious. Okay, let's see, what else are we getting? We're going to pull from the Citadel. The Pilgrim, again, like a journey. It's like an adventure. There's opportunities and growth. We have that lantern showing up that I talked about in one of the last readings. I can't remember which one it was, but oh, and here it comes up again, the Captain. So lantern imagery may be really important for somebody right now. The founder, foundations and community. Foundations is what's standing out to me for this one, but also how it's like a tapestry that shows this kingdom. It's almost like whatever's happening, whatever structure has changed, whatever new thing we've began to do, it feels a little bit like we're creating a new foundation for ourselves, a new kingdom for ourselves. And it starts with this small light that's being cast, this illumination that seems to be coming in with working with this deity, this spirit, this energy of some kind. Again, it might be something that's mythic, right? So I'm not even going to go on the list. If it resonates, it resonates. And here with the Pilgrim, it's like being a stranger in a strange land. This is something maybe you haven't interacted with before, or maybe it's taking you along a particular path that you've never actually walked. Maybe it's a path that you walked long ago, but it's vastly different now, right? We're approaching it with a little bit more maturity or a little bit more grace, a little bit more wisdom. This path that you're embarking on is part of that unfolding of the rose. It's part of that aspect of self that's trying to be acknowledged, that's trying to grow and trying to see the sun, right? So there's parts of ourself that are quite beautiful, and they might even be part of what we're really supposed to be doing here. But so many of us, in light of the pressures of family, friends, society, our culture, our religion, we close that flower off, right? We close that aspect of self off. And someone here, you're on a journey where all those things are being brought to the surface. It can take many, many, many years for that to happen, because we don't always know what that contains. We don't always know what's knocking around in there. We have a lot of things acting as noise that sits in the way. And so some of this may be a pulling away of that noise, pulling certain lenses away that allow us to see more fully the direction that we're truly heading in. Over here, one thing that I'm going to say is, again, we have that theme of partnership coming up with whatever it is that's on this other side. And I feel here that it's not that they are leading you, you are leading this. It's just that this energy hasn't necessarily come into support. You're either asking it for help or it's asking for help from you. But in the end, how this works out is you're the one kind of manning that ship. And notice both of the lanterns. And I'm not seeing these lanterns as going away. I'm seeing them as coming forward into this meeting point. And I feel that whatever this energy is, this is going to be a very long ally, a very long-lasting ally. So there's something about illumination. And when these two lights or these two energies come together, they throw a bigger light. So more can be seen, right? It's almost like with the help with this being, with the help of this spirit or this mythic energy, someone is able to feel like, oh yeah, I can do this, or oh yeah, that's the direction I'm supposed to go in. But it didn't happen until contact was made from whatever this was. So I'll leave that for, yes, I'm gonna leave this. That's, I just heard end, and so I'm gonna leave this. And whoever's message this is, I hope this resonates with you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you do, feel free to leave me a comment, and until next time.